Today's topic is Fundamentals of Environmental Science, which is Unit 1 of Paper 2 in UGC NET. So first question is, which of the following statements are correct for atmosphere? A. Atmosphere saves Earth from the hostile environment of outer space. B. Atmosphere absorbs most of the cosmic rays from outer space and major portion of the electromagnetic radiation from sun. C. Atmosphere evolves the Earth all around. Or D. All of the above. So as we know, atmosphere saves Earth from outer space as well as from cosmic rays and radiation from sun, and it is all around the Earth. So answer will be D. All of the above. Next, this is a little explanation for it. The atmosphere implies the protective blanket of gases surrounding the Earth. It sustains life on Earth. It saves it from the hostile environment of outer space. It absorbs most of the cosmic rays from outer space and a major portion of the electromagnetic radiation from the sun. It transmits only the UV visible near infrared, which is between 300 to 2500 nanometer, and radio wave 0.14 to 40 meter, while filtering out tissue damaging ultraviolet waves below about 300 nanometer. The atmosphere is composed of nitrogen and oxygen besides argon, carbon dioxide and trace gases. Next question is, which of the following statement concern the atmosphere of the Earth is or are correct? In the stratosphere, temperature increases with altitude so that positive lapse rate. The stratosphere is nearly cloud and weather free, and polar stratospheric clouds are sometimes present in its lowest and coldest altitudes. It is highest part of atmosphere that jet planes can reach. The stratopause is an isothermal zone. So which of the following is or are correct? We know that upper limit is stratopause, and sometimes stratospheric clouds are also present. So we know that 2 and 4 are correct. Then our jet planes also fly in stratosphere, so stratosphere is the highest. So our answer will be 2, 3, 4. C option. Here is an explanation. Stratosphere, which is between 12 to 50 km, 19% of total Earth mass is present in stratosphere. Weather related incidents do not take place in this layer. The air blows horizontally here, therefore this layer is considered ideal for flying aircrafts. The upper limit of stratosphere is also known as stratopause. The stratopause is nearly cloud and weather free, but polar stratospheric clouds are sometimes present in its lowest and coldest altitudes. It's the highest part of atmosphere that jet planes can reach. In the stratosphere, temperature increases with altitude, so the negative lapse rate. See, it was given positive, but actually there is negative lapse rate because temperature increases with altitude. For positive lapse rate, temperature decreases with altitude. Next question we have, given below are two statements, one labeled as acceleration and the other reason. Acceleration, the pressure decrease in lower layer of Earth surface depth wise. The pressure decrease in upward direction due to the absence of air mass in the atmosphere. So let's discuss. We know that pressure increases as we go downwards. So first statement is false, then the answer is fourth, because here A is false and R is true. Pressure decreases as we go upwards in the atmosphere. Answer is 4. The explanation is the pressure increases from crust to mantle. The pressure decreases in upward direction due to the absence of air mass in the atmosphere. Next question. Stratosphere is devoid of weather phenomena because A option, all the atmosphere ozone is present in this layer. B, the stratosphere is very dry and contains little water vapor and dust. C, it has a maximum temperature of -2 degrees Celsius. D, the harmful radiation are absorbed by ozone in this layer. C, there is nothing to do with ozone with weather phenomena. So option 1 we will cancel out, option D we will cancel out. Why there is no weather phenomena? It is because of dry air and little water vapor and dust. So our answer will be B. The stratosphere is devoid of weather phenomena because the stratosphere is very dry air and contains little water vapor and dust. Because of this, few clouds are formed in this layer and almost all clouds occur in the lower, more humid troposphere. Next question. Density of air changes with altitude, but the portion of gases is nearly uniform up to. Here it is asking about homosphere. So we know homosphere is up to 100 kilometers. So answer will be C. Here is the explanation. Homosphere extends from Earth's surface to about 50 miles, which is nearly about 80 kilometers. Density of air changes with altitude, but the proportion of gases is nearly uniform. Exceptions are ozone, water vapor, pollutants, and some trace chemicals. Next question is, consider the following statement. First, the continental shelves are therefore the richest fishing grounds in the world. Second, in some places where the coasts are extremely mountainous, such as Rocky Mountains, the continental shelf may be entirely absent. So we know that first is right, because in continental shelf we have maximum number of life sustaining minerals and sunlight is also penetrable. So statement 1 is true. Statement 2 says that if there are Rocky Mountains, then continental shift is missing, which is also true. So answer will be first. This is a bit about continental shelf. Basically, the seaward extension of the continent from the shoreline to the continental edge is approx 20 meter deep. The width up to 300 kilometer. Continental shelves are therefore the richest fishing grounds in the world. Angle of slope is nearly about 1 degree. Next question we have, consider the following statements regarding atmospheric pressure. So first we have mesophilic zone extends from the sea line down to 200 meter. Then we have epilogenic zone, which is extends 200 to 1000 meter. Then we have biophilic zone extends to from 1000 to 4000 meter. Then hedopilogenic zone extends from 4000 to 6000 in depth. Before moving forward to the answer, Let's discuss about mesophylogenetic zone. It extends. In this zone there is little light available, okay, and water temperature is cold and oxygen is poor. Next we have epipaleogenic zone, which is between 200 to 1000 meter. So extends from shoreline, high productivity, sunlight available, and water is warm. Next we have methyl zone. In this there is no light, low productivity, cold water. For this question our answer will be D, 1, 2 and 4, because it's asking for incorrect. This is the explanation. Epipaleogenic extends from seashore to 200 meter. Mesophilic from 200 to 1000 meter. BEP 1000 to 4000 meter. Abasis 4 to 6000 meter. Hedo extends from 6000 meter and the depth, it is the deepest one. Next question we have, consider the following statement regarding lakes. As the eutrophic lake continue to age and accumulate both nutrients and sediments, some characteristics reach extreme levels and finally lake become really bad. Second, mesotrophic lakes is intermediate in most characteristics between oligotrophic and eutrophic stages. Oligotrophic stages are characterized by very low concentration of nutrients that are required for growth plant. Here it is asking which statement is correct. Answer will be D. Here is the explanation. Lakes are classified into 4 categories: oligotrophic, mesotrophic, eutrophic and dystrophic. Oligotrophic, very low concentration of nutrients, low productivity. Mesotrophic, between oligotrophic and eutrophic. Eutrophic, extreme level, and finally due to extreme levels of nutrients and sediments goes really bad. Next question we have is, the core is primarily composed of iron and lesser amount of nickel. Second, biosphere is sometimes used to refer crust of the earth or sometimes the whole interior. We have to tell if both are true or if assertion and reasons are related. First is core is primarily composed of iron, which is true. Second, biosphere is known for crust or for core. So second statement is wrong because it is used for core. So our answer will be C. A is true, R is false. Here is an explanation you can read afterwards. Next question, which among the following statements is or are correct? It is estimated that in the deeper portions the pressure is tremendously high which will be nearly 3 to 4 million times more than the pressure of atmosphere at sea level. Second, at high pressure, the materials beneath will melt towards the center part of the earth, but due to heavy pressure, these molten materials acquire the property of a solid and are probably in plastic state. We have to tell which one of the following is correct. We know that due to high temperature and heavy pressure, core is of solid, but mantle is in liquid state. So second is true. So this option will not be there. We have to these three options. Now, as we know, as we go deeper, pressure is higher, which is nearly about 3 to 4 million times of atmospheric pressure. So first is also correct. Answer will be A, both 1 and 2. This is explanation for the same. Next question we have, which among the following statement is or are correct? Relative humidity expressed as grams of water vapor per cubic meter volume of air is mass of water in the air. Second, specific humidity is the ratio of mass of water vapor to the total mass of moist air parcel. We have to tell which one is the correct. So we know that specific humidity is ratio of mass of water vapor to the total mass of air parcel. Second option is correct. This statement expressed as gram of water vapor per cubic meter volume of air is mass of water in the air. It is not relative humidity, it is absolute humidity. So the answer will be B, only 2. Next question we have reason question. The sum of the diffuse and direct solar radiation is called total solar radiation. Reason, the solar radiation that reaches the Earth's surface without being diffused is called direct beam solar radiation. So here we know that reason is true, but assertion is false. So answer will be D. Here is an insight about diffuse and direct solar radiation. Next question, which among the following statement is incorrect? Keep this in mind, this is for incorrect. Mafic rock contains minerals with less mica but more iron and magnesium. Mafic rocks are denser than the felsic rock of continental crust. We have to tell which one of the following is incorrect. So according to me, both of them are correct. So answer will be D. Because in crust there is less silica, more iron and magnesium. Here is an insight about crust. Crust is rocky and rigid. There are two kinds of crust, continental and oceanic crust. Continental crust is thicker and is felsic in composition, which means it contains richer in silica. Which makes it less dense than oceanic crust. Oceanic crust is thinner, mafic in condition. It contains mineral less in silica, more in iron and magnesium. These are denser than felsic of continental crust. It's simple. See, continental crust is above and oceanic crust is below. So the one which is denser will always be at the bottom, which is less denser or light will be at the top. So we can do it this way also. Next question is, the pressure decrease in stratosphere due to the absence of air mass in upper atmosphere. Reason: stratosphere absorbs high intensity radiations. See, both of these statements are true in their own sense, but they are not interlinked. So answer will be 2. Both A and R are correct, but R is not the correct explanation. Next question we have, measure the following: ground-borne remote sensing, airborne remote sensing, space-borne remote sensing. First, space shuttle. Second, drone. Third, low altitude aerial remote sensing. So first we have ground-borne remote sensing. So ground-borne we use drones. Second, we have airborne remote sensing. For airborne we use remote sensing. Airborne we use low altitude remote sensing. Then we have space-borne remote sensing. So here, space shuttles. Answer is D. Next question, which of the following statement is or are correct for GPS? GPS allows for the integration and collective analysis of geospatial data from multiple sources, including satellite imagery, GPS recording, and textual attributes associated with the particular space. GIS is used in nearly all fields that need to understand the spatial patterns and relationship between different datasets, for land use planning to emergency response to rescue management. A GIS helps users answer questions and solve problems by looking at the data in a way that is quickly understood and easily shared. GIS integrates hardware, software, and data for capturing, managing, analyzing, and displaying all forms of geophysical reference system. We have to tell which of the following is correct. It allows integrated and cumulative analysis. True. It is nearly in all fields that needs data relation and data set. Land use, emergency response. Correct. Helps answer question and solve problems by looking data. Correct. Integrates hardware, software, data for capturing, managing, analyzing, and displaying all form of. Correct. So answer will be D. Types of resolutions are, this is next question. Spatial resolution refers to the size of the smallest feature that can be detected by a satellite sensor or displayed in a satellite image. Spectral resolution refers to the ability of a satellite sensor to measure specific wavelength of the electromagnetic spectrum. Third, temporal resolution refers to the time between images. Energy resolution is sensitivity of a remote sensing platform to detect slight difference in energy specific in radiant flux, radiant energy emitted per unit time. So we know first is correct. Spatial resolution, smallest feature. Spectral, wavelength and electromagnetic spectrums. It is spectral, which is related to spectrum. Temporal, time range. But energy resolution is the sensitivity of a remote sensing platform to detect slight difference in energy specific radiated energy, which is not true. So answer will be C. Because it is not energy resolution, it is radiometric resolution. This is given in the explanation. Next we have match the following. In one column we have different type of resolution, in other what they do. First radiometric, second spatial, third temporal, fourth spectral. So we know radiometric is to detect difference, we did in previous question. Spatial we have for what area and how much detailed. Then we have temporal is for frequency. We have spectral, which is for colors and bands. So answer will be D. Next question. What is the normalized difference vegetation index when infrared in 40% and visible red is 12%? So here we will use the formula NdVi is equal to NIR minus red by Ni, near infrared minus visible red. So it is given near infrared is 0.40 and visible red is 0.12 divided by 0.40 plus 0.12. This is equal to 0.28 divided by 0.52. So our answer will be 0.54. Second option. Which of the following statements are correct for ground truth data, also called ancillary data or reference data? Second, ground truth is simply observation or measurement made at a near to the surface of the earth. Third, ground truth may consist of several types of data acquired only during an image acquisition. Fourth, ground truth always allows image data to be related to the real feature and materials on the ground. First is true, because ground truth we also call it as a reference data. It is simply an observation and a measurement, which is true. It doesn't consist of several types of data. So third is wrong. Fourth is true. It is related to real features. So answer will be D, 1, 2, 4. Next we have which of the following statements are correct for geostationary orbits. Satellites at a very high altitude of approx 36,000 kilometers needs exactly 24 hours to orbit around the Earth. Commonly used by meteorological satellites, Instat, Metrostat, Landsat are some example. So first is correct. It nearly takes 24 hours, correct. Commonly used for this, correct, but these are not the examples. Answer will be C. Next question we have, on an aerial photograph, The focal length of the camera lens is 4 inches and flying height over the datum line is 5000 feet. What is the scale of aerial photography? Answer will be 1:15,000. That's all for this video. We will discuss more questions in next video.